Welcome to our Plugs Community Connection. I am your host, DJ Kitty Cat, with my sister co-host, Miss Morningstar on WKRA 92.7 FM The Change. If you're looking for the best in news, current events, community outreach programs, and shopping connections, you've come to the right place. We've got a great mix of content and community connections lined up for you this evening, along with special guest interviews. So, grab your favorite drink of choice, turn up the volume, and let's get into it.
Good morning, WKRA 92.7 The Change. It is your morning host and co-host, DJ Kitty, here with my girl, Miss Morningstar. We are from Our Plugs, the Community Connection, and we are bringing you the news that you can use. So today it is Christmas Eve, for Holly Springs, Mississippi, and Memphis, Tennessee. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in, drink, get your coffee ready. We've got a great show lined up. Yes, tomorrow is Christmas. Now, we say that because, of course, we are recording. And to our family and friends on TikTok, we realize that today is still Tuesday. Anyhow, we are going to start this show off, and we've got some ladies who are going to bring you some good information for those who are grieving during the holiday season. Now, I say that to say this. It's Christmas. It's the most magical time of the year. It's kids get presents, people get presents. It's a fun time. Yes, it is. But it's also a time where it's tough for a lot of people who have lost loved ones. And it's tough realizing that although we're celebrating, we're still grieving. So we've got these ladies that are going to come in and give us some strong advice to get us through this holiday season. And I, for one, will be paying close attention because I, for one, need it. Let's just be honest. So before we get started, here's your daily reminder to drink 16 ounces of water. That's number one. Take your morning medication, eat your breakfast, and come on in and enjoy the show. Good morning, powerful Black woman. It's good to see you, sis. As all shows we start with the morning affirmation, and we get those morning affirmations from my little sister, the queen of affirmations, Mrs. Morningstar, this lady right here. Good morning, Miss Morningstar. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning, everybody. Happy Christmas Eve. Welcome. I hope everybody is feeling energized, and I know I am. I am officially on break. So I don't go back to my office until next Monday. So or Monday. So I'm excited. Yes. And I'm okay with that. So good evening, TikTok, Tick, and YouTube Live. Welcome in, y'all. So let's get it going. Let's start off with some positive affirmations. Affirmations for mental clarity, focus on releasing distractions. This is this is kind of forward focus, I think, when it comes to our new year coming along, 2026. You want to have mental clarity and you want to focus on releasing distractions, embracing your calm, aligning thoughts and goals. Kind of sort of how they talk about, what did they call it? Your New Year's resolution, which I do not believe in, because I feel like we sometimes set goals and we may only stick to them for that 1 month. So when I'm from this point, from moving forward, I want us to think of it like a mental clarity, what your new focus is, and, getting yourself in a state of mind where you can come up with solutions and think about breathing techniques and easier ways to focus and stay calm. So I'm going to go through some affirmations that hit on those spots: focus and calm, decision and purpose, and resilient and growth. Okay. So here are the affirmations for focus and calm. My mind is clear and calm, and I am in control of my emotions. I effortlessly let go of distractions and maintain a concentration. I breathe in peace and exhale strength. Stress. I'm sorry, let me reread that. I breathe in peace and exhale stress. I release all mental tension and find peace within. I am grounded and centered. That's your focus and calm. Now, your affirmations for decision and purpose. My inner voice is clear and decisive. Remember, we talk about that voice that speaks to you when something ain't right?
Yes,
Listen
ma'am.
to it. I trust in my ability to make clear decisions. I am clear on my purpose and my path. Solutions come to me easily and naturally. I focus on what truly matters. That's your decision and purpose affirmation. And the final set of affirmations is for resilient and growth. I am strong and resilient in the face of difficulties. Challenges are opportunities to grow and learn. I release the past and embrace the present moment. I am capable of handling whatever comes my way with grace. And that, my family, is your affirmations moving into this new year. Y'all use it. Be better
Love
than you were last year. That's all you can do.
it. That's all you can do. Wake up every day and try and be better today than I was yesterday, was last year. I
That's
don't want
it.
to be, you know, we only have one 2025, and this 2025, y'all can have it. It has not been friendly for me and my family. So I am looking forward. Yes, thumbs down, Miss Jack. I'm looking forward
It's
to
been rough.
2026. It has been a tough year. It really has. That's why
Mm-hmm.
today's message is so important to me. I made a point to make sure that even though I may not be feeling my best, I need to hear this. And I thank Nikki on purpose for joining. I know she is not feeling her best either. Everybody's fighting, the flu or sinuses or bronchitis. It's in the
Mm-hmm.
air. It really is. And, we don't wear masks anymore. And I went to a concert and somebody coughed on me, and I swear that's what made me sick. One of them
That
demons
did it.
coughed on me, and I turned around and looked right at her and said, "I know you lying. You didn't even cover your mouth." Yes, I wanted to scratch. I was so upset. I couldn't even really shake it off. My cousin was like, "It's okay, Kat." No, it's not. And I felt like I had the heebie-jeebies. Came home, got in the shower. It was too late. Her cooties got on me. I know that's what it's from. Oh, half a nasty self. Anyway, so I say that to say this: cover your mouth, cough in your elbow. If you don't have a Kleenex, carry one of these if you're snotting and sneezing. And then if you're sick, stay in the house. If you're sick, you shouldn't even been at the concert, making me and everybody around me sick. Little ugly self. Anyway, that is my rant about cleanliness. Now let's go ahead and get into this weather. And we got some nice weather. Holly Springs today, you have a high of 74, a low of 59. Feels like temperature 73 during the day, 59 at night. Winds are out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. You got a 17% chance of rain. Humidity is high during the day, very high at night. Air quality is very good. It's going to be cloudy and partly sunny throughout the day. Um, but it's still going to be a nice day, so get out there and enjoy it. Memphis, Tennessee, high today of 74. Maybe the South doesn't know it's December. I don't know. High today of 74, low of 60. Feels like temperature 73 during the day, 62 at night. Winds are out of the south-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. 15% chance of rain. Humidity is high during the day, very high at night. Air quality is very good, and it's mainly cloudy pretty much all day. The sun should come out later on, but it's gonna be a good day, a good day to be above ground versus below. Hot Houston, come on in. High today of 78, a low of 65. Feels like temperature is 80 degrees is your high, 69 is your low. Winds are out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Rain chances is about 14%. And humidity is high during the day, very high at night. Air quality is good. We're going to have fog in the morning and a partly cloudy day. But it's a perfect day to, I know I'm off. Most people are off. Most people should, are off day before Christmas, Christmas Day, and, the day after Christmas. I think the man with the black hands had changed rules or something. Something he did. Something, he always doing something, putting his hands on stuff he shouldn't put his hands on. But yeah, he changed the federal holiday as if, anyway, I'm not even going to get into it. That is your weather for today. Now we can get into some news that we can use, because I was about to go off on my tangent. You know how I am. I can't help myself.
Well,
Miss
what
Morning.
federal holiday? I'm like, what federal
Well,
holiday he changed?
he changed. Normally we just have 2 days off, but he also made Friday. So it's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, which shuts down the
Oh
banks, which
yeah,
is
well,
cash month.
he gave us an addition. He gave us an additional 2 days. So typically, federal employees are just off on the holiday, which will be Thursday. But he called himself not being a Grinch, I guess, and gave us 2 additional days. But really, it's just to try to make him likable. But we still don't like you, so it don't matter.
We still don't like
But
you,
thanks for
and
the extra 2 days. Yeah, whatever, one like you.
well, I mean, he's messing with
Still don't
finances
like.
because if the banks are closed, that's going to affect businesses because we have to bring in the cash, and if we can't count that cash, it affects our finances. That's just me looking at it from a standpoint
Um,
what I do in for my black job. So he's
and us federal employees is like woohoo.
I mean, yeah,
We out.
I enjoy it. Enjoy it.
We
I
out.
mean, I'm working from home on Friday. I'm gonna work from home, and I'm gonna work. I really am. Anywho, anyhow, in case somebody's listening, this shit, in my and I was working. Miss Morningstar, let's go ahead and get into the news that we can use, but I'm gonna let you run with it because I've already told you about my two. I got some
Oh, okay.
stories for y'all.
Well, I heard a story yesterday earlier, and I came across it myself about Melania. So, if you don't know, Melania is coming out with a movie, a documentary called Melania. I don't know what the heck they're gonna be talking about, but
Nobody
it's supposed
want
to
to
be
see
about
that.
her.
Is
And
it
I don't know who gonna
PG?
watch it.
Is it X-rated? Don't nobody want to
I
see
don't know yet, because she gets it in. Okay, she likes to bust it wide open. Melania. We got to be careful with her. But anyway,
well,
so the ambitious documentary film titled Melania has been drawing attention and controversial reasons. Um, some of the spine-chilling revelations coming out of the Epstein files. So it turns out that it might have some connection to Melania's Trump Hollywood venture. I guess she is trying to go Hollywood.
don't nobody
And the
that.
director of the film, Brett Ratner, is referenced recently in the Epstein files. So the director of the film was just referenced in the Epstein files. There was a photograph that emerged in the files of him posing with his shirt off with another gentleman, and the gentleman had his hand kind of wrapped around his stomach in rather a bold manner, as they say here. And this other person was an associate uh, of Epstein, and his name was Luca Bruno. And this particular person was a notorious child sex trafficker and friend of Jeffrey Epstein. Birds of a feather flock all together, y'all.
Aren't they
Bottom line,
all?
person this person unalived himself also in prison in I think it was 2022 in 2022. Yeah,
Aren't
in a
they
Paris
all
prison. He
unalive?
was in Yeah, well, after they get caught being nasty and doing the nasty things that they do to children, then they take the easy ride. Yeah, the easy road. So apparently, this director was an associate with all of them. It was in the, like, took pictures, has pictures in the files. Now he's been accused. This director, he's been accused of let's see, I think sexual assault. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, they
He's
do.
been accused of sexual misconduct by 6 women. So when I say birds of feather flock all together, they all, it's like a ring. It's a whole ring of them.
Well, you know what? If they were in Georgia, I'm quite sure they would get a RICO because Fonnie would definitely give them one. But since they're all over, and it seems like they're all over the world, all around the world. It's a group of. Didn't they always try to say that Hillary and Bill Clinton had a pizza, had kids in a pizza parlor? Some conspiracy theory all along. And my goodness,
That was that Q and
woman
I
said,
stuff.
powerful Black woman has always said every accusation is a confession. And all this time, we all knew that they were some dirty, nasty, disgusting individuals. And that ain't allegedly. But now we come to find out that the guy that produced this movie for Melanoma and her freak show is he was part of the ring also. They some nasty.
He in the
They're
files.
just
He in the files.
nasty.
Pictured up with the other nasties. I mean, just a group of nasty old dirty men. And it's just sickening.
You
There
know,
was there was some more information that came out in the files. With Trump's name all over it. Surprise,
all
surprise.
over it, sis. All over it.
Surprise, surprise. He's been accused of a horrific thing, and on one of the or some information in files, and him and Epstein, another young lady, is accusing them of grape. I'll say grape.
Mhm.
And she was a teenager, she was like I think 13 or 15 years old. And years later, she never went to the authorities, but she confided in someone who told the story.
Mhm.
And she was scared to go to the police because she said they would unalive her. Well, speed up to 20, I think 2022 or 2021, she was unalived. She was found unalived
Mhm.
when she had
Oh,
finally went to the FBI.
yeah. It's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. And at this point, nothing surprises me any longer because they're all some nasty old men. Just nasty. And the
Disgusting.
last I checked, let me tell you how smart this administration is. Well, they sent out redacted files, right? hmm But you can go into your internet browser and you can go to that file and you can copy and paste it into a Word document or a note. And guess what? You can read it. That's how stupid they are. They're so
Opens it wide
stupid.
open. And it
I
didn't
mean,
take a genius to figure that out.
mm-mm. I mean, who's surprised? They got a bunch of old, dirty men in the White House and not smart individuals to know that when you redact a file, you don't just put a black marker over it. Oh, these people are so dumb. They're so dumb. And I'm glad that they're just that dumb that we got to see exactly. And I was reading some of it. These people are disgusting. They really
They're
are.
despicable. The worst
I
type.
mean, deplorable. Hillary said that they were deplorable, and we didn't know back then. We didn't know exactly what it was. We had no. I almost 56 years old wouldn't even think about some of the things that they have done. You are some nasty, disgusting individuals. Prison is too good for you, if you ask me. Prison is way too good for you. I know why you well, if allegedly you're out there taking yourselves out, well, you should. And I don't condone anybody taking themselves out. So let me retract. I don't condone anybody taking themselves out ever, because that is, you don't get into heaven. There's no coming back from that. However, you touch children. So I pray the worst for you whenever you do go meet your maker. I pray the worst for you. You know, Hell is hot, last I heard. Let's go ahead and take a break, and then we can come back and finish up with a couple stories and bring the ladies on up. You're listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back.
Why advertise with Our Plugs, LLC? What do you get? Radio promotion. Perfect for online businesses. YouTube promotion. Customers can view your commercial. TikTok promo. Gain followers and showcase product. Follow us on all platforms, YouTube and TikTok. Our Plugs, LLC. www.ourplugs.com.
Hey guys, yes, this is my nonprofit, Carter's Caring Hands. And what my nonprofit does, we give fresh food boxes to those families in need that's struggling to keep food on their tables. We also go out into the unhoused community, give out care bags here in the Kalamazoo, Michigan area. So if you'd like to donate to the cause, please go to www.carterscaringhands.com and donate whatever you can, so we together can uplift those families that's struggling to keep food on their tables. Highly appreciate it.
This fall, step into style that has bold and beautiful as the season itself. From cozy layers, statement pieces, Morningstar Boutique has everything to meet your needs. Affordable fashion meets everyday elegance. This season, it's your time to shine.
Welcome to a world that sparkles. Sparkle Kicks LLC is your one-stop shop for a wide variety of customized items. So bling out your Crocs. Customize that cutting board. Get you custom dominoes. Stop by and we will customize your order today. We can be found on Etsy and Our Plugs LLC. I'll be waiting to customize your order. All you need to do is place it.
Welcome to Compassion Counseling and Training Services LLC, where healing takes flight. I am Nicole Wiley, licensed independent clinical social worker, and we empower children, individuals, families, and couples through individualized therapy via telehealth. Using evidence-based approaches like CBT and mindfulness, we help clients build resilience and rediscover their wings. If you're ready to begin your journey, visit CompassionCounselingandTrainingServices.com.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7, The Change. Okay, so we are back with more stories. I wanted to bring up, since TikTok won't let us be free, they want to keep us not talking about certain things because y'all some crybabies, whatever. I wanted to bring up this story, y'all. Now, I know that there are some crazy things going on, like, Tyson Foods laying off all those workers in Nebraska. And I'm from Nebraska, and they laid off, what? Approximately 3,200 people in Lexington, Nebraska. Sometimes you get what you pay for. You voted for this. And I hate that for you, especially right at the holidays. But I can tell you, you can figure it out. Maybe next time, do like they did in Omaha and vote for the lady who offered you a future and not taking away your future. Let's start with that. All right. Number two. So good luck to y'all. This is one story that has bothered me. I talked to Miss Morningstar about it. She and I are both kind of like, I know you lying. School district. Oh, hold on. Don't get to trip. School district accused of putting disabled students in wooden crate. In Salmon River Central School District, officials are under investigation following allegations involving wooden timeout boxes at elementary schools. Excuse me? A wooden what? We're putting children in boxes now? Well, the school district has launched an investigation after allegations surfaced that elementary students with disabilities may have been confined in wooden timeout boxes, according to reporting by The Guardian. The district's Board of Education placed 3 officials, y'all need to come to the front of the church, including a teacher, on leave and reassigned the superintendent to home duties. Why not just fire him? While the inquiry proceeds, the district serves roughly 1,300 students near the Canadian border in upstate New York. Last week, the district was accused of constructing the boxes, described as resembling small padded cells, to seclude children with disabilities. Images of the structure circulated on social media, drawing widespread criticism and prompting state scrutiny. In a statement posted to the district's Facebook account, the superintendent acknowledged that 3 wooden crates had been built at 2 elementary schools, but said they were never used for students and have since been dismantled. Why y'all gonna lie? However, during a community meeting last week, several parents alleged their children have been placed inside the boxes, according to The Guardian. One parent of a lying verbal child said his son described the structure as a place where students are sent if you are happy or if you are sad to calm down. Say what now? The allegations have deeply affected the surrounding community, where more than 60% of the state students are Native American. Community members said the reports evoke painful memories of abusive residential school system. Why? Why do we have to be so evil? What is it in your...
It's not we. It's not a we.
They.
Yeah, exactly. What would possess you to think to put a child in a box?
What would possess you to think to even construct the box? Talk to other people and say, this is a good idea. We can just put them in wooden boxes. How about we put you in a wooden box? Baby, no.
I mean, treating them like animals, treating children like they're some sort of animal. Some people treat their animals better.
Yes, they do.
I would have came to that school with a hammer and tore down the wooden and what you gonna do? Who gonna check me?
Well,
would have destructed. I would have been destructive. Okay,
I would definitely came and bonded you out of jail. You go to jail, but I would definitely come get you up out of jail, because I know
that's something you probably might take catch your little case for, especially when it comes to the babies.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul called the accusations highly disturbing and entirely unacceptable in a statement Saturday, and urged the state education department today to take swift action. It would be some swift action, all right. The Guardian noted that the board president, Jason Brockway, issued an apology as the district cooperates with the New York State Education Department. So it's in New York. That's why
it's in New York.
So there's a Cleveland, New York. I didn't know that.
That can't be Ohio. That can't be Cleveland, Ohio. It must be because they say Kathy, the governor of New York.
It's in
so
New
they're
York.
Talking about New York. Yeah, it's in New York. And it might be a Cleveland. It might be a city called Cleveland in New York. Because it's a Cleveland in Texas. So
yeah, it is Cleveland, Texas. Yeah, been there a couple times. The board president said, we recognize the pain, concern, and distress these events have caused, and we are truly sorry for the harm and trauma this has resulted for our community. We want to be clear, the circumstances surrounding these allegations do not reflect the values and standards of care that guide this district. But don't they, though?
I would have been like, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, miss me with all that. Who going to jail?
You are putting disabled children in wooden boxes. Come on, 2026. I'm sick of this. Cat Williams, somebody get Cat Williams and sit him down and tell him, don't say another word. Don't say nothing. We don't need him to tell us nothing about 2026. Let us just walk in there and take it as it comes. Because I feel like I'm blaming Cat because Cat Williams told us 2025 will be the year of revelation. And I don't like what has been revealed to me this year. I've had enough. 2026. Bow your eyes and close your head. Lord, please let 2026 come on in and act accordingly. Amen. 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 We's tired. We's tired. Yes.
We claiming. We's beat up.
You're putting children
We've
in
been
boxes.
beat up.
I don't know. But we did have some funny stories over the years. And we can go ahead and bring the girls up because, this is just some things that I found, to talk about that doesn't really, it's nothing too bad. Hello, beautiful ladies. Yeah, y'all are stunned about the boxes, ain't y'all?
Child. The way the whole school would be missing.
I mean, Nikki, imagine going to pick up
I can't. I girl.
Let's not
a
even
crate.
Go there.
Don't they crate train animals?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna start hearing whoop that in the back in my head, and the rest is gonna be history. I'm not gonna know what's gonna happen from there. Like I'm gonna wake up and I don't know where I'm gonna be.
Yeah,
it's gonna be Nikki at the door.
I'm tearing down all of them. I'm tearing them all down, and whoever go with me probably gonna be just as crazy as me. We're gonna tear it down together.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I need to bring nobody because it's really gonna be all bad. By myself, I'm gonna make it.
Bail us out. Somebody
I'm gonna leave my card on the table. I'm gonna tell my sister, come on, it's right there because and meet me down somewhere because I'm not coming back.
Does that even sound? First of all, does it sound humane? No. Second of all, does it sound like
with the hammer?
It's realistic? Like I can't even imagine the parents. A child come home. What'd you do today at school?
I was in the box.
Well, Miss Jones put me in the box.
Yeah,
box, the wooden box.
Put your shoes back on. Come on.
I'm gonna hope she's telling me about a breathing exercise or something. I don't know. Like she's visualizing something. Like what?
A new playground toy must be called the box. Is that what?
Right.
Let's go check because there's no.
Let's go talk to Miss Jones.
Miss Jones and them, because y'all knew she was doing it.
It's three of them. They got three of them. So somebody built these boxes. That's number one. And then they were in 2 classrooms. Now I would like to know the grade level. I need more information.
And are they visible? Because if I walk in a class and see a box, what are we doing with this? What is this for?
Somebody class pet better run out of that box.
Right.
Right.
The hamster animal. The hamster, I better be saying, man, that's a big box for that little bitty hamster.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of hamster, I just saw a video, and I'm going to send it to y'all when we get off of here, of a funeral of a class pet. And they did a full funeral. And when I tell you, they was us. We are so I was screaming. They had a whole eulogy. They had a man singing.
Oh no.
See,
came and talked.
Miss Morningstar must have seen it because the look on her face looked
look at her.
Y'all see it.
I know. The crazy part, I ain't even seen it, but I visualized it. I see what
didn't they have what they saying?
Second line?
Second line. They had a second line for the hamster.
Oh.
Baby, when I tell you, I'm screaming.
For the hamster?
What's wrong with y'all
My
people?
message said, I love y'all. Y'all have, I
Family
mean, because
pet.
I am grieving. I have been to too many funerals this year and got another one to go to at the beginning of the year. I've been to too many this year. But this right here took me all the way out. And from now on, when I go to these funerals, I'm going to think about this hamster so I can get through it. Baby, the way I cried laughing.
Look, they put him down real good. He looked
They
real
sent him home
real good.
nice.
They sent him home real good.
Did the kids have a little repast afterwards? Did they get some cookies and juice afterwards? Did they get to go have a little repast?
Yes, baby. They said with a
No,
repast.
they had to repass.
I love us.
I love us so much.
I would have been over in the
So-
corner just.
I bet
This
you-
back,
I
you
bet
would
you
have
the
fit
hamster
right
name-
in.
I bet you the hamster name was Herbert or something like that.
No,
Herbert.
it was a lady. I think
Oh,
she had an
Frank.
old lady's name, like Othea. or
Was it
something
Shirley?
like that.
Oh.
No, I can't remember. I'm gonna send y'all the video, baby. The way I was
The
crying.
hamster name was
Actually,
Sophia.
I'm gonna send y'all the
Wait a minute.
Sophia.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna send y'all the video, and I'm gonna repost it on my page. See this?
Tell me the
Good
hamster
old-
name was
Oh my
like
God.
Sophia. Like color purple.
Othea.
Othea. Something. I
Othea.
can't remember. I can't
With a
remember.
O.
Sophia.
It's an
That
old
is
Oh,
worse
name.
than
yeah.
Sophia.
Othea's gone on now, y'all. She's in a
Don't
better
know the
place.
story. All right, so let me get into these stories really quick because I want us to kind of soften the mood because I know we're about to get into some deep thinking. A mysterious cat, a hat thief, and other stories that made us smile in 2025. It's not all negative news, and there are no reasons to smile from time to time. Below, a review of some of the stories of the Associated Press that caught the world's attention and provided moments of joy throughout 2025. If you can imagine joy in 2025 with front
4 moments. How many we talking?
Yes, there was some good moments. Hold on. Okay, so I would love to read this to y'all, but it just switched over into Spanish, and I don't read it. Okay. Here we go.
What now? It changed language. Why you can't make this? You cannot make this up right now. Ooh,
Okay,
Jesus.
art and intrigue. The audacious robbery of the world's most visited museum in November. We talked about that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, when they stole. No. This is a different one. Not
Oceans.
who did it, but who was
Yeah.
wearing it.
Ocean's
Hours
11.
after the thieves took the French crown jewels from the Louvre, an
The Louvre,
AP
yeah.
photographer captured an image of a smartly dressed young man next to the police. He was the mysterious Fedora Man, a 15-year-old boy who prefers period clothes and fictional detectives. I didn't want to immediately say it was me, Pedro. Miss Morningstar, I'm getting feedback. Pedro Elise. Thank you. I'm Delvelo said a week later. With this photo, there's a mystery, so you can make it last. Okay, so this man had on a fedora, and it looks like he was part of it.
And just
Don't quote me
standing
on
there.
that, because he was standing there, and all of a sudden they're saying he was part of it, and now it went back to Spanish. Never mind, y'all, because I can't read Spanish. I don't know what's going on with my laptop, but it just switched from English to Spanish. Okay, now it's back to English. Y'all know what? Let's go ahead.
What
and
kind
go
of
on.
fancy laptop you got? That's
It's-
the question.
It's
My question.
flipping. I clicked on the link and I clicked on another link and now it went back to Spanish. Let's go ahead and start with the show. Seasonal affective disorder. I don't know what's going on with I don't know what's going on with the laptop. Now it's back in English. Go
Oh
ahead,
my
y'all.
gosh.
Go ahead.
That's crazy. Okay, so yeah, we wanted to talk about seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, that you may hear it called as well, because this time of year can be really hard for people. I'm actually, I think, treating like 5 or 6 people right now who have this, and a couple of them came to me probably at the end of August, just as to be proactive and say, I could not get proactive out for nothing. To be proactive and say, this happens to me and I want to try to get ahead of it now. So, so seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. So it's most common in the winter or the fall, and it's actually a form of depression. And the reason why it's different from depression is because it happens only on that seasonal time of year. So you're not having these same symptoms throughout the whole year. And in order for us, even with the DSM-5, in order for you to get diagnosed with it, you've had to have it that same time of year only for 2 years for it to be considered seasonal affective disorder. A lot of us will diagnose ourselves because we feel that, but for people who go to talk to people, usually you have to have it for a longer period of time to show a pattern that it's only during this time.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in the DSM-5, it's not called seasonal affective disorder. It's called major depressive disorder with seasonal patterns. So it's still seasonal affective disorder, but they've changed the DSM-5 TR changed the wording of a lot of stuff.
This is same for VA, because I have major depressive disorder with anxiety and post-traumatic stress. So it's an addition to, I guess the main thing is major depressive disorder.
Right.
And then they add your like supplementary
like the verifier on there. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was more like the months for October to December because it was like holidays. Like a lot of people are missing people for Christmas and Thanksgiving and Christmas, since it's between October and December.
That is that adds into it. Mm-hmm. But what kind of starts it, why it happens, is because our days get shorter. So we have less light during the days. And so that messes with our circadian rhythms, which is our wake and sleep patterns. And then when that starts to happen, we decrease serotonin, which is our mood chemical in our brain that regulates our mood. That decreases because it's not enough light and the days are shorter and we're inside more. That starts to decrease, so our mood starts to dip. And then melatonin increases because the light change, because our circadian rhythms is off because the day is shorter. It's dark more. So our melatonin increases, which is our sleep, the chemical in our head for sleep. So it makes us super tired. It makes us feel down. It makes our mood change. And so that's where it initially came from.
Is that why people are so tired in the winter months?
Mm-hmm.
Because it gets darker outside and we spend more time inside?
Yes.
It gets darker quicker. So normally it gets dark around 7:30, 8 o'clock. But in the winter months, it gets dark around 5:30 down here.
Right.
Now imagine in Alaska.
Oh,
we also had vitamin D because of the lack of sun. Yeah. But because, in Alaska, it's either broad daylight for 24 hours in the summertime. And then once it gets wintertime, then you get like dusk right before it gets dark. Normally is what it's going to look like for like maybe 4 or 5 months. So there's that complete lack of, the sun is not coming out, so you're lacking vitamin D, you're lacking, because you get vitamin D
doesn't
from
come
the
out
sun.
at all?
No.
Oh, wow.
So they would give us vitamin D pills, and then, we have, in the summer, we had blackout curtains and blackout blinds because it never got dark. So then the wintertime is the opposite. Like it messes you up so bad. So it's hard for people to sleep when it's always dark outside or dusk outside. Yeah. Your body's in a constant, like she was saying earlier about being tired because you're used to being like okay, daytime, I'm wide awake because the sun is outside. Now there's no sun. It's negative 20 degrees. It's a depressing place to be. So that
And
adds
people
to,
actually live up there all the
they
time.
want to. People actually go back to live there. Those people, them folks, not a lot of us.
I'm good. I am good. And a lot of with seasonal affective disorder, a lot of the northern states have higher instances of that because it's cold, and you are going to stay in more, and you're not, even if you go outside and it's not sunny, still being out there in the light helps your body. So, but when it's cold, like it is here, and people like me, I'm like, I ain't going out there in that. I'll peek out the window every now and again. So, up north, you'll have instances of more sad because of that.
Yeah, I had months where I did not go out. I would have to go to work, but the weekends, I was just home because where am I going? The snow is piled up. It's dark. I ain't trying to drive in the snow. I'm not trying to drive in the snow at night. It's just, you don't want to go outside because it's cold outside. It's a real thing.
What'd you say, Miss Morningstar?
No, I was just agreeing with you, just from being somebody who's from the North, who's from Ohio, as you know, Nikki. It's more colder than it is warm. So you have colder months, and the sun does not come out. It's a lot of gray skies. So yeah, we were definitely vitamin D deficient. When I moved to Texas, that's the first thing when I did go to a doctor, they said, you're vitamin D. Yeah, because we didn't see that much sun.
Same thing like with Washington State. It rains a lot.
Yeah. So if the sun doesn't come out a lot in Seattle and in Washington. Right. That, it's funny. People will have to, adjust their sleeping and their habits, period, when they go to different parts of the world, simply because of how the sun and the moon actually, and that's crazy that it affects us. That's how we're connected. We have to take a quick commercial break. Let's go ahead and get these commercials out the way, and so we can do a deep dive. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back.
How you doing, world? It's your man Colway here, a.k.a. Gold Cupid. Hey, checking in from Memphis, Tennessee. Singer, songwriter, producer, chef, vegan chef at that. Shout out Lost Vegan Food Company. And if you like good soulful music, if you just like good energy, then welcome home. I hope you have a great day. Shout out to Our Plugs.
To do one more thing for me. Hold up two fingers. This is you, and this is me, and the space that exists between us should be filled with value.
Equal, a global human initiative, and its value identity model are the outcomes of that day. The outcome that Prince, the revolution, and George Floyd produced.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Middleton, life and executive leadership coach and owner of Radiate Coaching and Development, where we provide transformational strength-based coaching and mentorship. My goal specifically is to support you in identifying your mission, your vision, and your values that help you take your power back as you are building your career. Whether it's within or outside of the corporate world, my goal is to really empower you in making decisions that work well for you. So if you want to reach out to me, by all means, you can email me at radiate@midspiration.com or check out my website at radiatecoaching.com.
At Lovership Apparel, we believe fashion is more than clothing. It's a statement of self-love, confidence, and authenticity. From our signature beautiful hoodies to our versatile everyday wear, every piece is designed to inspire you to embrace who you truly are. Whether you're at home or on the go, making moves in the world, Lovership Apparel lets you show up boldly and comfortably. Shop the collection today at www.lovershipapparel.com or find us on ourplugs.com. Lovership Apparel, where love meets style.
And we are back. You're listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We are talking today with Counselor Nikki and Mrs. Jack, your twin, in regards to seasonal affective disorder. It's a much needed topic, and I am going to be quiet and let you ladies continue. Go ahead.
Okay. So because you have, like we said, because you have the shorter days, you have less serotonin, which affects your mood, and more melatonin, which makes you sleepy, which makes you tired and dragged. So people who are at risk for this are, like we said, people living in northern states because of the weather, and you have to stay inside more. People who have a history of depression or bipolar disorder. Women are diagnosed more than men, but I think because women come in for help. So men might be experiencing it, but don't say anything. So I think that's what probably accounts for the lower reports of men, young adults, and people with limited outdoor exposure. So if you can't get outside, even if it's gray, that affects you. So that's who's at risk for it. And then some common symptoms of it is persistent sadness or low mood, hopelessness, irritability, loss of interest in activities. Because, like, I know in the wintertime, I don't want to go outside. So you start to kind of feel like you're stuck. You know, it's like you got to figure out how to combat that, what to do with that. And then physical, that's the emotional symptoms. Your physical symptoms are fatigue or low energy, oversleeping, increased appetite, but you want carbs, like you're craving carbs. Your body wants carbs. And weight gain and difficulty concentrating.
So what can you do to combat this? Because it sounds like, there's a lot going on. What exactly can you do if you find yourself, you're checking it off a list? That sounds like me. Yep, that's me. Yep, that's me. What do you recommend?
So I have some tips to combat SAD, and I'm sure Nikki probably does as well. One of the first ones, plan fun activities and stick to those commitments. We are so good at talking ourselves out of doing something. But when you stick to the commitment, you force yourself to go outside, to get that sunlight, to get out of your house, to be around people. And perhaps you may talk to some people that might boost your mood up a little bit and get you out of that funk so you don't have to sit home, because sitting home and being alone with just your thoughts is going to add to the depression. So planning fun activities, moving your body with physical activity. Some people go to the gym religiously, but there are also people that don't like to go outside. So you can start by planning a walk, a physical activity every day, or just maybe a few days a week, just to get your body up and moving, getting your circulation going. Maybe you'll bump into somebody and have a conversation. The goal is to keep you moving and to get you outside. Also talk to a trusted friend or family member, somebody that you can confide in and get it off of your chest. A lot of times we don't like telling everybody what's going on with us, right? I'm sad. Well, why? I don't know. Some people just want to talk about it. So talk to a friend. If you don't have a trusted friend or a family member, then see a therapist. Go see Coach Nikki. Go see Nikki. Go talk to somebody that is a professional that can help you feel comfortable with what you're feeling, because some people can't explain it. You don't know what you're going through. All you know is that I'm sad. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go outside. And you haven't really come to terms with what you have. You don't even know if you have the condition or not. So talking to a therapist can only help you. Before I do anybody want to step in before I do my last two? Nope. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Like Nikki said earlier, somebody came to her August take steps early on to manage your symptoms, which is proactive. Be like, hey, you know what? I do that with my therapist. We set 3-month time frame. So when I speak to her, she will say, hey, we go through my little, evaluation that she does at the beginning, and then we talk, and she says, hey, do you think you need to see me again in a month, or should we do 3 months? Close to Christmas, I'll tell her, hey, I do need to speak to you a month before Christmas, just because I know it's going to be a tough time. So that's a way that you can be proactive and get to manage it early, and you may be able to prevent them from, getting worse. A lot of times we don't think that, hey, talking to somebody, going to get help before you go to these functions, or before you go outside, or before you sit at home and get sad and depressed, you don't think it helps because you don't want to do it. Sometimes you got to force yourself to get up and do it. The last, and this one for Kitty, mostly for Kitty, but anybody that has lost any family members this year, and this is your first year without your loved one, find ways to celebrate your loved ones. Find a way to make that memory a good memory. You never want the first thought to be something sad. You want to remember that person by maybe the funniest thing that they've done, that they said. When my brother passed away, the only thing that I wanted to remember was he had a missing tooth, but he smiled all day long. So he did not let that stop him from grinning. So that's the first thought I get when I think about him. Make a ornament, make a Christmas ornament, put their face on it. Have a celebration, have a moment to celebrate them, or do something in remembrance to them, so that you don't automatically get sad when you're thinking about that person. You're going to be sad regardless, but you want to give yourself those happy memories and those happy thoughts to kind of combat the sad ones that you know are going to come. Because once you get around family and you start realizing, man, this person's not here, these people are not here, I don't want to be sad, but I know that feeling is creeping up on me. So find a way to celebrate them instead of, being sad. You're going to miss them, but find a way so that you can talk, especially if you have children. Have the kids sit down and write letters, say little poems, or, help them make the ornaments, or order something for the celebration, just so you don't, see it as a negative.
That's a good idea. I'm going to actually talk to my sister, because we are having Christmas at my niece's house. And we're doing all kinds of games and everything. So I am going to talk to her and see if we're going to have a moment where we talk about the girls. It'll be our first Christmas without my nieces. So, and it's going to be tough. We've all been making sure that we all got all of the kids something, to kind of soften the blow. Of course they're getting gifts from their parents, but we're making sure that everybody has something. But that's a good idea. Maybe we, I know for Thanksgiving, we actually had the kids, they had a project where they had to actually make turkeys. And these are, 10 and under, and they were sitting there around the table and making turkeys, and, they all got a prize for it. So it's just trying to ease into the holiday season -2.
Right. And you can make it a part of your night. Like this, at this time, we're going to sit down and go around and talk about the good time, talk about good memories we have. You can plan for it, so that, what you don't want to do is make things taboo, right? You want to allow people to be comfortable to emote, to talk about, the people that are not there with you, the babies, you want people to be comfortable with it, the conversation. You're not going to do it all night. So you put some parameters around it. Do some projects, talk about it while you're doing making cookies or something, you know what I mean? And then the next thing you do is something fun.
Yeah.
And you also have to make sure whatever emotions you're feeling, if you are sad and you want to cry, let it out. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we stifle ourselves because I'm in front of all these people. I don't want to cry. You miss them. When we were just home for Thanksgiving, my aunt, she came in, she has a CD. Now, keep in mind, it's a DVD. And she was like, I got to show you something. So we're sitting in the living room, and she puts in this old DVD. And the first thing you see is my grandmother.
Aww.
And Here she walked past. She got on the denim coveralls with one strap hanging open, trying to look young. Guess who walked up behind her with the same thing on?
You.
Me. In the 90s. It was a party, and then it just kept jumping to different clips of us having a party. My heart, when I tell y'all my heart, and then it paused. And we didn't see nothing else. So we maybe saw like maybe 15 minutes, and everybody was just like, oh man, we miss her so much. And it just was a shocker. Just that my aunt knew what was on it because she had seen it already. She wanted to see my reaction. My husband was sitting there like, whoa, that's you. He said, whoa. But I was just more focused on just seeing my grandmother, you know, and it was a great memory. It was a sad, happy memory, if that makes sense. Yeah.
It does. It makes a lot of sense. I know a lot of people, this is their first without their mother, father, sister, brother, husband. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot that we have to undergo as humans. You know, we all got an end date. And like I told my husband the other day, you know, although we get sad about it, we have to remember that one day we will see him again one day. It's just tough.
And it's okay to allow yourself to feel the feelings. You have to feel those things and go through it. You know, when you stuff them, that's when things kind of get tough, really tough.
Right. Holding it in. I tell people all the time, pressure bust pipes. So when you hold it in, it's going to come out the wrong time in the wrong way. So find somebody that you trust and just go out to the side. And, you know, it's rough for me. It's rough right now. This is my first year without, this is my dad's first Christmas without his wife. We lost my stepmom in February. So I make sure I check on him, but it's going to be tough, you know? So anybody that you know, check on them, call them, see how they're doing, and just show them that you care, because sometimes that's all people need to hear.
Right. And don't be afraid to talk to a professional, because when you already have the seasonal affective disorder, you know that happens to you every fall or winter, fall and winter, that starts to bother you. And then you have stuff, you have family, you're grieving family members, or you lost a best friend, you're not talking to that person no more. You have a family member you don't talk to anymore. Like the holidays, that's going to be on top of what you're already going through. So don't be afraid to talk to someone and get medications if you need medications. That's what they're there for. The good thing about depression medications, you don't have to be on those forever.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. So is this the sad disorder, it's not always just because you miss a loved one or it's a holiday. It's really based on the seasons changing, right? It's really based on things like that. And I think it's a lot of people that go undiagnosed with that, because when the seasons change, I know personally myself too, a lot of people just get kind of down, you know, and don't feel their best during those times. So it's not just, you losing somebody or, something that's, because of the holiday season, even though I know that plays a part, because this is the time of the year where, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, you got New Year's, you got a lot of things going on, at the end of the year, and it's wrapping up the year. So, okay, that was my question. Just wondering, is this more of a seasonal thing?
Yes, and that's why you have to have it happen to you at least for 2 years to be actually diagnosed with it during that same seasonal time. You can actually have it in the summer as well. People have had it. It's less people who get it in the summer, but it can happen in that spring summer era. But usually it's heavy during the fall and winter, and then when spring and summer comes around, you're starting to get that light again. Then you kind of level out and you're okay. So it's definitely specifically around the seasons, but grief and loss complicate it. And another thing you can do if it's just the seasonal affective disorder, not to say just because that's a lot, but if it's seasonal affective disorder, you can do light therapy. And I don't think people think about that. Like, you can control the light in your house. So they have light bulbs, they have lamps. You can get them off of Amazon. And you can order one, pop it in your lamp, or order a lamp, and you have the light in your house, and you can have as much light as you want. You don't want to look directly into it because it does mimic the sun, but it's to help you with the light you're not getting.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do that, have the light going. You can have it somewhere in the house, where it's kind of on you, where you can feel it. You can have it by your desk, wherever you need to have it to get that light therapy. You turn it on, get those circadian rhythms in order, right? You turn it on during the day. You turn it off when it's starting to get late, like it would normally do outside.
I never even knew anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
About the light?
Me neither. That's new news to me. I never heard of that.
We need sun, just like the plants need sun. Because Kitty, you have a green thumb, so imagine your plants don't get the right sun.
I need to get them a light bulb, because my plants are not struggling, but we're not getting enough sun right now. And I am. Let me get on Amazon as soon as we get off, so I can get me a light bulb for my babies.
They're not that. They got some cheap. Like, you can just get the bulb that's kind of cheaper, and then they have like the Lux light box that has like 10,000. It's like it's a lot of light. So you don't want to ever try to look into it.
What would you search? Oh, there you go. I think we got a delay. It's probably mine.
Yeah, you can just search therapy light, or seasonal light, sad light, and you'll just get all these different options.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Therapy light.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea.
I'm
gonna do it for my plants, because it seems like they're depressed now.
Maybe you can stick your head in there too a little bit, right? You can sit next to them.
I'm sitting right next to them. I might need to just turn it on and leave it on for a little while, but
Yeah. So and then also, go ahead.
I didn't say anything. Go ahead.
And be creative with the things that you kind of trying to adapt the things that you like to do in the other months to inside things. So like, if you're a runner and you're like, I like to run, but I'm not going outside because it's cold and there's ice, go to a gym that has an indoor track. So you're still running. You're seeing your people watching, because that's a part of what people do when they're running, and you're running around a track, and it's not just a treadmill. Or if you have a treadmill, you can download the Peloton app, and that gives you different backgrounds and different goals. And you don't have to have a Peloton to use it, but you can download that app and use the app to change your scenery and, so that the treadmill is not super boring. So you got to adapt what you like to do to inside.
Yeah, there's a track inside at in the medical center. They have a gym in the medical center, and it goes all the way around. I love that track. I haven't been to that gym in a while. Plus, they have a pool, and that's good because if you can't run, going to the pool is also an option. So finding what works for you.
Right. What can bring me joy inside, so I don't feel like I'm captive,
Absolutely. I mean, that's the one thing about it, being stuck in the house. I know growing up in Omaha, I hated the wintertime. Not only because we had to walk in the snow. When we say I had to walk in the snow to go to school, I meant that.
I had to walk through the snow.
I had to walk through the snow.
I did.
With the coat on, the jacket, yes, and the snowsuit, the long john things. I don't
blizzard, whiteouts. You still had to go to school.
You said to go.
In the north,
you had to go to school. They didn't shut it down.
They don't shut down. No. Occasionally they'll say we're gonna leave early. We're gonna leave at noon.
Yeah, if it got
you got to go.
But you going to school. You going
right.
to school.
Girl, I'm from North Carolina.
And down here in Texas, go ahead.
I'm from North Carolina. If it snowed and stuck to the ground, they saying, stay home. We ain't got time for the buses to be scooting all over the ground because we don't know how to drive in the snow. We shut it all down. Like,
let her know this morning, Star.
That's what they do in Texas, but not
right.
You gonna get out there, you gonna get a shovel, you gonna dig your way out. You gonna go to work, you gonna go to school. Literally, dig your way out,
A
put some salt
snowplow.
down, get you some snow tires and get your behind where you got to go. Life does not stop with blizzards, negative weather.
I know because in Alaska they have a 24-hour snow shovel on the road and the highway. So I see what they had to do in Alaska. Did nothing stop. But when I was growing up, we didn't even see snow. Like,
they still take the kids outside at school up to -10.
Outside for what?
What y'all going outside for?
Them kids be outside.
Recess, baby. Recess.
Yeah, they got to go get recess. They said you take us out of here for a few minutes.
Snowmen, the kids love it.
They do.
No,
they're like, make sure your kids have their equipment because we go outside up to -10. And if they don't, like they have stuff from like last year, they just collect and they let kids borrow snow pants and gloves and stuff like that. Because you're
little polar bears.
Yeah.
Really?
Down here, if it gets below 50 degrees outside, the kids don't go outside. If it gets below 50,
shut it down.
In Texas, because they're so used to it being hot. Like that's a big jump. Like Florida, it's a big jump. I went down there one time. It was 70 degrees. They had on jackets and shorts. I was confused, but it was cold. Must have been cool up top. Like they're not used to it,
When I moved down here, I moved down to Texas when I was 17, and I finished my senior year in Texas, and I went to school every day with shorts on. I was so happy. People were looking at me like, "You're not cold." I was like, "Are y'all crazy?" It feels wonderful. The entire time I'm calling home to my family and my cousins saying, "I had on shorts today." Y'all, it snowed?
Right.
We're going
I
to
had
the
on a
beach.
whole
We're beach this weekend. I was so happy. Oh no. But it gets 32 degrees. They shut it all down here, which is hilarious to me.
No, that's freezing.
Yeah. Yeah. But our streets aren't equipped. You got to think about it. We don't have snow plows down here.
Right.
We do have sand trucks. But
I don't know what is that about, Kitty?
I don't
what
know.
Is sand? I said
sand does not help.
When I
It
saw
throw
that,
rocks
I
on people's cars.
hit the floor laughing.
Sand.
I said, "Sand? Where's the salt?"
It's supposed to act like salt, right? It's supposed to give you grip. It's supposed to add grip to. They told me this in Colorado. They told me this in Colorado because when I went to Colorado, that was the first time I seen snow like that. They said that's what it's supposed to do because it's so slick and icy. The sand is supposed to give you some traction.
The sand makes you slide even more. You don't slide with the sand.
You need rock salt.
Or nitrogen. They do liquid nitrogen to pre-treat the road.
Yeah.
They made muddy snow. That's all they did.
Yeah. So when the weather gets down to -25 and things finally start shutting down, you want to go see your doctor and get you some vitamin D.
-25. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. You can't just state that.
You said, wait, we don't pass the cold. Negative. That number don't sound right.
Is it that cold up in Minnesota?
Yes. That's when they stop. That's when the kids don't have to go to school when it's -25.
Oh, no, don't worry about it.
But they can go outside and play in -10.
-10. We still popping. You still popping at -10. -25. I guess that's just where they draw the line. I don't know.
I remember one year on my birthday. My birthday is January 3rd, so I'm right dead smack in the winter. It was -35. And I got cute and went outside, baby. We went to dinner.
Let me tell you something. We used to be on that because remember we used to be out there with our summer shirts on stuff like it wasn't cold.
We sure did. We used to go out. Me and Nikki would be going out. We'd be like, "Girl, we about to go out," and we would go out and be cold, like negative.
Yeah,
and I got used to it.
Slipping and sliding in our boots.
No, we just wanted to be cute. You don't get used to it. You just want to be
did.
cute, and then you deal with it the next day.
It was -40 in Alaska. That was the coldest it got, was -40. We could only be outside for 10 minutes out of an hour. It was 10 minutes only. And then you're inside for 50 minutes, outside 10 minutes. So I know the dangers in your nose hairs freezing up, your eyelashes and eyebrows, all your face, it freezes up.
I'm not with
You can lose fingers, toes. You can use your ears, your fingers, toes from frostbite.
When I tell you we look like green snowmen, they gave us gloves that would hang around your neck. You had a set of gloves to go inside, a set of mittens. If you got frostbite, you got an Article 15, you would be in trouble in Alaska because they gave you layers of clothing to put on. And that's what you better have on when you're outside, because they ain't trying to hear no frostbite. That's why we could only be out there for 10 doggone minutes with all that stuff on, looking like the little kid from A Christmas Story with that snowsuit on. Yes.
That's my daddy's favorite movie. I'm about to watch it with my baby tomorrow.
Me too. I love that movie.
I love that movie too.
Christmas Eve every year. Okay, ladies, we are about to wrap it up. So
I went to that house last year.
You went to the house?
It's in Cleveland. It's in Cleveland.
Yeah. So I used to go by there every Christmas.
We drove over there. It's actually a museum now, because people come from out of town. You can go to it and do a walkthrough. They have all the original.
That would be me.
From it.
That lamp is in the mirror, in the window.
The lamp
and
is in the
everything.
window.
The leg.
I love that movie. Yeah.
When I went home over the summer, we drove over there.
I'm jealous.
Fragile. That's what it said on the box.
Jealous.
I love that movie. Fragile. Okay, any last comments or any last tips? Because, this is our last show of the week. We are all going to be on vacation. And we will be back on Sunday with Coach Nikki. But this is our last show, our last recording until Sunday. Any last tips for those who are listening in? I'll start with you, Miss Jack.
Please check on any family member that has lost someone and make a celebratory function. There you go.
Thank you. And Nikki on Purpose. Any last words?
Yes. If the symptoms worsen, if you start having thoughts of wanting to harm yourself, if you feel like no matter what you do, you're just not able to come out of it, talk to someone. You can call or text 988 and let's just normalize having conversations about mental health and making it okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. I want to say to our listening audience, thank you. I want to tell everyone in Holly Springs as well as Memphis, Tennessee, happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, or whatever you celebrate. Enjoy your family, enjoy your loved ones, hug somebody, and if you need someone to talk to, 988. You are not alone. You're not the only one that's going through it, and that should give you some solace. I want to thank my ladies right here, my little sisters, for giving us this knowledge, because God knows we need it. And that's all I got. Miss Morningstar, can you take us home, please?
All right, everybody, have a blessed, safe holiday, whether you celebrate or not. Take care of yourself, your family. Make sure you put yourself first. Remember, you can only focus on what you can control. So make sure you focus, and we will be back on Sunday evening, Monday morning for you guys. So y'all enjoy your family. Thank you, Memphis. Thank you, Mississippi, WKRA 92.7. TikTok, Tick, and YouTube Live. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty
and Miss Morningstar.
We are here from Our Plugs, the Community Connection, and we will be your new morning host on WKRA 92.7 The Change.
Yes, we will be broadcasting Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time.
We'll also be streaming on YouTube at Our Plugs LLC.
Be sure to tune in.